right here, Johnny. We're on our way to see Grandma Wolfe.
Don't take me.
What's the date today? The date is the 6th of July, 1998. There's the Lena machine.
Oh, Patsy, look.
Yeah. Ooh, naked women. Here's Lauren.
Hi.
Lena machine. My wife and Drew. And there's Paul's car. The big shots here. Oh yeah, they're here.
Just park anywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, go this way and park here. We're there. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, really. Let's play 64 questions, or what was that game called?
Oh. Excuse me. Oh, I'm back here doing the first. Oh, I see. Well, I got to go. Hi, Don.
Hello.
Call him Don instead of Donnie.
I call him Donnie.
What else do you call him?
Don.
Just don't call him late for dinner.
So you think we could stand to be outside long enough to have our pictures taken?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, Pat. I went off and left my cameras. Did anybody bring those?
Hey, Pat.
That's your responsibility, Rich.
Bring yours, Kathleen?
Yeah.
I went off and forgot them. Here,
Just one.
push her outside.
I am. Yes.
Let's go. Yeah, she's named. Did you think she
Oh.
was me?
I would too.
No good.
Why?
I don't know why.
You have a new
I must have been bad or something.
Her haircut looks good,
Their
doesn't
hair
it?
looks good.
Thank you. You got long hair.
She has a lot of hair.
Day off, huh? Oh, yeah?
What's that? You know that? We're getting ready for some pictures here. Right? Right.
5 generations.
We're going to take 5-generation picture. 5 generation.
And then Grandma Wolfe gets to look.
Okay. We're here for Family Picture Day at the nursing home here in Winter Garden. The star of the show is Grandma.
Girls are?
Lauren, Lena.
Don't let me forget it. Well, she looks like she has this big black growth right there. Okay, so
Okay, it's time for the 5-generation pictures.
Get in there, Lauren and
okay,
Lena.
Lauren and Lena. One on each side here. Okay, one of you get on the other side. This is Lauren.
And this is Lena.
Look over this way, everybody. Look over this way.
I'm looking.
I blinked. Do it again.
Y'all see it.
Okay.
Look over
Lauren,
this
have
way.
Lauren and
Now
Lena.
look at Rich.
Look over this way, everybody.
Have Lauren and Lena trade places.
So you got Grandma Wolfe, Grandma Murray, Grandma Scott, and Mom Taylor, and Kid Lauren and Lena.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Cheese.
I'm the oldest of one of these little girls, the youngest.
Yep.
This one over here.
Are you all smiling? Okay, is that it?
All right, let's do one more time. Let's look at Andrea, please.
Okay.
All right.
Smile.
Smile.
I'm smiling.
Okay.
We weren't looking at Dad.
It's okay.
Okay, now.
Now Andrea.
One moment.
Yeah.
they're just
video,
taking
so-
video.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
how
Make
about if we have one of Mother with Pat and Andrea? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. You got your purse, Andrea?
No.
Hello, lady. Get down like this, man.
Yeah.
How
Good
about like
idea.
this?
like you're trying to con her out of something.
Can we take another one, please?
Are you getting it kind of close up so you're not so far away?
Mm-hmm.
Because some of those pictures.
Kathleen, see that red button on there on the top? If you press that red button, the lens will zoom in. Okay, now it's time for the Taylor photographs.
Don't get this post in if you can. But I'm not in the picture.
We could move someplace else.
Is the post in the picture?
Yeah.
Post is in the picture.
How many generations is there?
Move all the way over
Five.
this way then. Lauren, the next step.
5 generations. That's a whole bunch,
Five.
huh?
There.
Why is it, Donnie, why is that thing flashing? It looks like a tape. Like it doesn't have a tape
Because
in
the
it.
tape's gonna run out.
Oh, okay.
Tape's about halfway.
Halfway.
Oh, I gotta take a picture. What am I doing?
Smile. Put it in here. Yeah.
Are you marching?
Yeah, look at the camera, Grandma. Over there.
Smile.
Look at Andrea. Okay, let me take one with this camera now.
Is she your girl?
Who? Well, kind of. She is kind of. She's my sister-in-law.
Oh.
That's Pat's wife.
That's me.
Nice smiles and look at the camera.
I'm looking.
Camera's not on, Mom. Turn it on the front.
On the back there,
Back.
where it says on. And just kind of push it down about halfway.
Is that the last one?
No.
It just sounds kind of funny.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah? Do you remember Patrick when he was a little boy?
Sure.
Yeah? What did he do?
Throw all the hands out of the bottom of my kitchen cabinet and get in there. I was always afraid somebody shut him up in there. So when I didn't see him, I'd always go and pull him out of there. I didn't want him to get shut up in there. Well, when he would get shut up in there, he couldn't
She's got it
get out.
confused.
He liked that kitchen cabinet.
Well, Pat did
And I
do
knew
the
that
cabinets,
now.
but you got into here very well.
Because,
You didn't leave anything out.
Throwing all the pans on the floor.
Clothes, books,
Pepper pans,
magazines.
he wanted in there.
Okay, what else do you want?
Okay, I wanted one of Patrick and Andrea and Kathleen and Donnie together.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And then Andrea,
Put the two girls together. Now that's good. No, that's good, Donnie. That's good.
The director. Lena.
Okay, now let me get.
just ran out.
Now where do I punch the button to take the picture? Oh, right
It's acting
here.
weird. It's going crazy. Oh, it's
Look at me,
rewinding?
everybody, Donnie. Okay, there.
Dad looks like this.
Getting humid, huh?
Yeah.
Daddy looks like this. Smile. Big smile.
There goes Barney.
Okay.
Okay, smile.
Smile.
Okay, go ahead and take another one. And Lena, Lena.
Lena,
Put your hands down.
Smile, Lena. Okay, hold on, hold on.
hands down, Lena.
Okay. Okay, one more. Lena, put your hand down. Smile.
Okay, now we're doing video.
With me and Jim. Here comes the entourage. Picture time is over.
Well,
right?
let's see now. There's me.
You're one.
and her, then
Somebody can
you,
sit on the bed with
And
me.
her.
and then her.
And them.
Over there, back there.
Oh, over there behind the door.
What she gonna do, shoot me?
Oh, thanks.
So you're Sally's mom,
Yeah,
Margie's grandma,
yeah.
Kathleen's great-grandma.
That humidity's about to done me in.
You remember when Margie was a little girl?
We're trying not to.
I used to go to your house.
I don't remember that far back.
She always wanted to go home with me, and I'd take her home.
She practically lived with you.
She'd hang on to me. She wouldn't let me go.
You bought her all kinds of stuff. Everybody else got nothing, but Margie got everything.
And remember, she always dropped the dog off at your house. So did Kathleen.
I gave you 2 dogs, Lady and Casey.
I remember that too.
Yep.
Well, there's how many generations in this room?
5.
Me, you, that's 3, 4,
And then the little girls
5,
are 5.
5.
Tell her how old you are, Lena. Tell her when your birthday is.
She didn't even answer Mrs. Scott, that Lena. Lena Marie.
Lena Marie Taylor. And Kathleen, or Lauren Kathleen Taylor.
What's her name?
Who?
You.
What's my name?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you tell me.
Now tell me.
If you don't know your name, I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I've been so tired and stressed out lately, I probably don't know my name.
What are you tired of?
I'm tired out, tired, traveling.
What have you been doing?
Just made a long airplane flight and been working
And
hard.
that made you tired on the airplane.
Yeah, very tired.
Why?
It's a long way.
From Saudi Arabia.
15 hours on the airplane makes you
In
tired.
the middle of the airport.
That's all.
That's where we were. And she just
Well, it takes
moved.
us 24 hours to get here.
She just moved into a new place, and on
Yeah.
top of that, she's got a full-time job. And then she had to get on that airplane and fly how many hours? 15 hours?
Yeah, well, it takes,
Oh,
with the
thanks.
stopovers, it takes us like 24 hours to get here.
Why do you want to live in Saudi Arabia?
Well, we don't really, but that's where our
Don't
jobs
they
are.
have camels over there?
They have lots and lots of camels.
Well, do you ride a camel?
No, I don't ride them.
They ride in the car.
We ride in a car.
Well, that's better, isn't it?
It's much better. I got on a camel one time. Have you ever been on a camel?
No, and I don't plan to get on one.
Well, I
either.
don't plan to get on another one. I let somebody talk me into it, and when those things, you know, when they get up, it's not too bad. But when they go down, their front legs, you know, go down first, and you come way out over like this, so you're holding on to the camel thing right here, and you're just kind of holding yourself back while it goes down so that you don't go plummeting out over the top.
Didn't you ride an elephant too?
Yeah, in Thailand we rode an elephant, but that was okay.
Is your husband's work over there?
There he is, right there.
Well, what are you in the service or something?
No,
Well, how come you're over there?
just working for an aircraft company.
Looking for air?
Working on airplanes.
Oh, you like to work? Why can't you do it in the United States?
That's what we said.
That's what we say all the time, Grandma. Yes.
Can he or what? What can he?
I don't know.
You have
We
to
don't
be.
have the answer to that
You
question.
have to be qualified to work in this country.
Well, isn't he qualified to work over there?
Yeah, Jim's
He's
just trying to be
qualified.
smart.
He's qualified.
Oh, is that little Jim?
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd ever grow up.
Why didn't you think he would grow up?
Well, because he was always into everything. He used to get into the bottom of my kitchen cabinet.
What else did he do?
Threw the pans out, and then he'd get in there, and I sprayed somebody. Shut him up in there.
Remember when he climbed the antenna tower?
Yeah, go out and climb up that
Clear to
thing.
the top.
I know.
Gosh darn.
I think we were at the
Scare me
grocery
to
store or
death.
something, and somebody said, "There's some kid up at the top of the."
I
Tower.
looked up and it's my son. I almost had a heart attack.
Well, see, then he got dropped on his head, and that's why he's like this.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
probably
that.
right.
Dropped on his head,
I
Yeah.
dropped him on his head.
Clear at the top of the
trying
tower.
to get rid of him.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
just,
so. I don't know how old he was, but he was only a baby.
About 8 or 9 months old.
But he didn't fall that far.
No, he just sort of slid
That's a
off your lap.
I was
to the
sitting
floor.
on the floor. I mean, on the chair, and he just kind of went off onto the floor.
He
So
sort of slid slow
I don't think it
motion.
damaged
Yeah,
him too
right.
bad.
I
Well,
think
when
did
she
it on
was a
purpose.
baby, maybe 2 months old, 3 months old at the most.
Tell me you dropped her.
No, she never hit the floor. I made a really good pass. Jeff would be proud. I'm not
Catch.
kidding. You know the old-fashioned changing tables?
Yeah.
And she was laying on it, and the dresser was over here, and she wasn't able to really turn over that much yet,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
And so,
You're grandma?
yeah, these two
And
little
I'm
girls.
grandma to a grandma?
Sorry.
So what happened to your
So anyway, so when I turn over to this dresser to get powder or whatever I was trying to get, just as I look back, she's falling to
Oh,
the floor
God.
from the top of that bassinet. Those
Oh,
things
my-
are high, and I just sort of dove like this, and I literally caught her in midair about this far from the ground.
Oh my God.
Well, she didn't.
She didn't hit the floor. No, she was fine.
That's
I
called a
almost had a
catch.
heart attack and died,
Not a
but she
pass.
was fine.
Who is it that
What?
It's a catch. not
That's a
pass.
catch, sorry. I made a good catch.
That was me.
Kathleen.
Jeff would be proud.
I think this is a revised Louise Woodward story.
No.
How many
nanny.
generations in this room?
Five.
Me and them right now.
Well, we're going to go see Jeff in Texas pretty soon.
Jeff, who's he?
Jeff's, do you remember who Kathleen and Russell and Jeff are? Rusty. Kathleen and Rusty and Jeff.
They're your kids.
Well, Jeff lives in Texas now
Why?
because he's in the Air Force.
Now he lives in
Him
California.
and his wife.
I know, but don't confuse the issue. It's bad enough.
He's going to school.
He's going to be,
His home is in Texas.
yeah, Abilene, Texas, Dias Air Force Base.
All
And
these
his
separate.
wife is Ladine. And,
Has he got a child?
no, I don't have any children.
Free lunch, yeah.
They have 2 dogs.
Let's go.
Well, they don't count.
Sometimes they do, but anyway, we're going to go see them. And Kathleen's going to go with us. It's going to be a surprise for Jeff.
Well, how many generations in this room? There's me, and then her, and then what? You're next, and then she is, and then her little girl.
Girls.
Both little girls.
Another little girl. There's
That's
one back.
Lauren.
That's Lauren Kathleen.
Well, and named after the grandma, so.
Lauren, tell her when your birthday is and what grade you'll be in.
November
4th
grade.
November 10th, fourth grade. She'll be.
November.
And how old will you be
Who's
in
going November?
November?
Oh, September.
No, her
November.
birthday's November 10th.
Oh.
And how old will you be in November? 10.
10 years old.
All. She's in the double digits now. All 10 fingers up. Huh, Lauren?
I remember when you was a little girl, and now you an old grandma.
I didn't say I was old.
I did.
No.
Do you remember when I was a little girl?
Yeah, sure I do. I remember when she was a little girl.
You
What
remember when
about
she
me?
was a little girl?
I sure do. She was into everything. I was afraid she's always going to get in that kitchen cabinet and get shut up in it.
You too, huh, Mom?
Just like,
Yeah, I was pretty active, I'll have to admit.
I guess it runs in the family, huh?
And Rusty? Do you remember Rusty?
Yeah, I remember Rusty.
What do you remember about him?
He was very active. He was in and on and out of everything.
And were you afraid he would get in the kitchen cabinet and get shut up too?
Yeah,
What about me?
he did.
I've been afraid
Well, he wasn't as active as they were.
No, she didn't do all that
No,
stuff.
I
She didn't
just,
do anything.
I
She was
just always
quiet.
wanted to go
Put
to
makeup
Grandma's so I
on.
could stay up late.
Yeah, we'd stay up late and watch the television.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when television was just new, and I had one.
Cook noodles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'd cook noodles and eat them.
And we weren't supposed to watch some television show,
But we did anyway.
but we did anyway.
Yeah, what'd you let her watch? I said she couldn't watch.
Happy Days.
No.
Some
Elliot Ness or
Dragnet
Untouchables?
or
No.
Untouchables.
Untouchables.
The Untouchables.
That's pretty good. I don't let my children watch this particular violent show, and they go to their grandmother's house, and she lets them watch it.
That's how things have changed. When she was little in the 60s,
Who?
for the kids, we wouldn't let them watch
We didn't
Happy
watch
Days
that.
because they were talking
You didn't
about...
let him watch Happy Days?
When it
Well-
first came on.
Oh.
Potsy was talking to Richie about unsnapping some girl's bra or something.
That
like
was
that.
it.
So that was it.
Couldn't
She couldn't watch
watch
it
Happy
anymore.
Days anymore. Well, they were only in the second, third, fourth grade, something
no,
like
Mom,
that.
I was in the 5th grade.
Oh, the fifth grade.
Well, you know what?
Never mind.
When televisions first come out, very few people had them, did they?
Yeah.
But I don't
Remember
know.
they were black and white and it was always real snowy, at half sea.
Yeah.
Plus
They've improved
the box
a lot,
of it
haven't
was so big.
Yeah.
they? Not very many people had them.
No, not in the beginning, just like telephones.
And then when whoever had one would always have company because people would come to watch the television.
Kind of like when people get a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Kind of like when people live in Florida.
Yeah, like when people live in Florida. That's right.
They always have company.
Especially Pat and Andrea.
Yeah.
Amen.
They run the Murray
Bed and breakfast.
bed and breakfast.
I thought Paul ran the Murray bed and breakfast.
No,
That's
Andrea
the
got
other
us beat.
That's Murray Bed and
There
Breakfast.
you go.
Yeah.
Murray
we get a
bed and
chain.
breakfast north. That's funny. And Paul didn't make it in with us today. We left him home cleaning.
Well, how many generations are here? I'm the oldest. and
Yep.
Sally's next,
Yep.
and you're next.
Yep.
Then
How
who's
many?
next? Her, and then
These
Wow.
two little girls.
two little girls. We didn't count them though.
5.
5.
That makes 5.
You feed the dolphin sometimes. Still?
So what kind of work did you do when you were young?
Only when I don't work.
Yeah.
Did I work?
Yep.
What if you
think
go
I-
on the
I nursed.
golf and they let you
What'd you do before you did
drive
that?
on the way up?
Did housework for people. And then,
How about the Brown Rubber?
well, I worked at the Brown Rubber and we made things. It was a factory.
Yeah. I think you worked there quite a while. Didn't you? The Brown Rubber? I'm not sure.
We used to go
And then this closed down and I didn't have a job.
down by.
So what'd you do after that?
Well, I went to a place called the
When I first
Fairfield.
moved
Oh, the Fairfield. I forgot about the Fairfield. That's right.
1986.
And I run the machines there and made
Close by
tools.
Los Angeles, it was called.
Then somewhere in there, you and Grandpa had the Club 15.
It closed and then
Yeah.
Where was that?
He did. That was down on
maybe to see where
3rd Street or 5th Street or something.
3rd or 4th or something. I don't
Is
remember.
that where the local
we
bar
saw
is
one.
now?
I think it was
On Fourth?
Ask Mom. She might know.
What was it called?
Club 15.
Club 15. It
Was
was
it
a
named
bar?
the Club 15 when you bought it, or
Yeah.
did you name it that?
No, that was its name, so we just kept it.
Wonder why they named it that.
How long did you have that?
I don't know.
A year maybe, or 2 years, or...
Did you waitressing?
Well, I didn't like to, but I'd go down and help out once in a while.
Were you still working at the Fairfield then?
I think so. And I wouldn't quit my job because he wanted me to quit my job and come down there and work, and I wouldn't do it. I needed that paycheck every week.
Right.
And it's a good thing I didn't because sometimes that's all we had to live on was my paycheck.
So the Club 15 didn't do all that well.
No, because he had too many friends would come in and he'd give them
Give them a free beer.
the beer.
Nope, can't make any money that way. So he finally sold it.
Yeah.
Where was
so-
that at?
Yeah, Rich wants to know where that free beer is
Was
at.
that on Main Street?
No, it was on 3rd Street, I think, wasn't it?
Ask Mom, she might remember.
Where was it, Club 15?
3rd Street, I think, downtown Lafayette.
So what would be there now?
I don't think it's there anymore.
But, I mean,
Not sure.
was it like a block or two off Main?
And he never made any money because
It was
when his friends came in, he
2
always
blocks.
gave them beer.
Down towards Brown Street?
Didn't
Down
charge
that
them,
way or the
so
other
he
way?
didn't make any money.
It was
The opposite
North.
direction, wasn't it?
Where did you live in
North.
Lafayette?
Towards
North.
Oh, it was? Okay, I guess I thought it was the other way.
Because Vans, where my dad worked, was right by Brown Street Bridge.
I don't know.
3rd
I
Street.
can't remember my address
what?
where I lived in Lafayette.
Well, let's see, you lived at, one time, 118 South 31st Street.
Well, I lived close to Clink's grocery store
Yeah, that
one
was,
time.
yeah, 16th Street. What was the address?
628,
628.
16?
South 16.
My memory's gone.
How about Longloy Drive?
That was out in the north end, someplace.
3005.
Grandma, remember you used to keep that closet full of toys for Kathy and Rusty and Jeff and me to play with?
Yeah.
Same house.
And we used to get them all over?
Have toys all over the floor. And then I'd want you to pick them up and put them back. You didn't never want to do it.
No, I did. Now, Rusty, Jeff, and Kathy never did, but I did all the time,
Yeah,
every
right.
time.
Well, and we'd put them back in there, and then they'd come again, and
If I remember right, Rusty was the one who usually did all the picking up and putting back.
I'm sure he
Pat
did.
never put nothing back.
Neither did I.
Or Jeff.
Or Jeff.
But Rusty, he
No.
wouldn't have been able to have stood it. He
Pat
would have had to.
Pat didn't put nothing back.
He did.
I didn't either. I was terrible.
You were spoiled.
I know.
I seem to recollect me
Well,
being
you
a model
spoiled
child,
me.
Mother.
Yeah, right.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
She did?
I didn't
She
know that.
spoiled me.
Oh, I thought
Yes,
you said
she
she
did.
spanked you.
No,
She
she's-
spoiled.
Well, she was the only girl in a bunch of boys.
Yeah.
She spoiled this one, and then this one comes along, and she spoiled this one.
How about you?
No, I wasn't spoiled.
Is
Nope.
that right?
Uh-uh.
Well, okay, whatever. I'm still here. And I don't have anybody to spoil.
Remember when I went to the nursing
You want to lay down?
Yeah.
and I worked with you at the nursing home?
Well, you
about,
There you go.
yeah, you
Well, I was babysitting you, and I didn't know what to do with you, so I just took you with me.
and you let me be a nurse for the day.
Well, that must have been interesting. Kathleen, who faints at the sight of, she used to not be able to look at the raw turkey.
What?
I did.
At Thanksgiving, when you'd have the raw turkey,
Yeah.
she couldn't. She couldn't be in the kitchen. She couldn't stand it if the turkey. She could eat the turkey after the turkey was cooked, but when it was just raw, she couldn't stand
She
that.
wouldn't touch it. I don't do with
Oh,
that.
no, please don't take my picture.
She couldn't
And I
touch.
would faint.
She couldn't touch the turkey.
Remember when I got my ears pierced? In the
I
very-
remember you, when you pierced mine, you told me it wouldn't hurt, and it did.
I know. That's the way you do it.
Kathleen wanted to pierce my navel last night.
But I remember when I took my earrings out, I fainted the very first
Say,
time.
how many
Vaguely, I
generations
vaguely.
is in this room now?
Huh?
1, 2,
5.
3. Is there?
5.
Yeah, 5.
Remember when you used to take me to the Burger King and buy me a Yumbo?
Yeah.
I don't think they
A
have
what?
those anymore.
What's a
Yumbo.
Ham and cheese.
But I don't think they have them anymore.
Oh, yeah, those are good. They don't have, no.
They were good.
They
You
don't
took
have them in
me
Saudi
on the bus all over
No, they don't
Lafayette
have
to
them in
show
Saudi
me
Arabia.
If I ever needed to get somewhere, you showed me how to
Yeah.
ride the bus.
I remember.
Do we have any good sports bars in
And
Riyadh?
it was
No.
mad because I wanted you all the time. And Rusty,
Actually, somebody
I
just
didn't want to
said
take care
there's
of Rusty
a,
because he was
a
so
pub.
active.
Really?
I don't know, you
It's
gotta
on
pay
Amer- on
I didn't either, but I didn't have a
$300
choice.
a year or something like that.
Oh, he was
That's a
active.
Saudi type
Yeah,
of
he
thing?
drove us all
No,
crazy.
it's
We couldn't
American
keep up
thing?
with
yeah.
him.
Oh, okay, so you can drink beer and all
That's
that
probably
stuff.
why I stayed thin back then.
He was on everything. I was afraid
Time for a
he'd
siesta.
get hurt.
Mm-hmm. Remember when we took him to, we were talking about this the other night on the train to San Diego, and I had to have him in a harness. And
Harness?
people used to give me the dirtiest looks.
Yeah,
You know, like what
Yeah,
they're doing to
they
this
thought
child. And I was like, if somebody would have asked me, I'd have said I'm saving his life.
yeah, yeah,
He would have jumped off
He
the
was
Point
really
Loma.
active.
yeah,
Rusty?
he would have.
Rusty,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
would have. He climbed up on that thing up at Point Loma, and if I hadn't had that harness on him, he'd be dead right now. He'd been over the side.
What thing at Point Loma?
Just
The
The
wall,
ledge
at Point,
or
the
the wall
ledge.
or
You can look
something?
over the ledge at Point Loma.
Look down.
There's a wall,
He-
and he climbed up on that. But I had a harness on him, and I had a hold of the harness.
Well, I had a kitchen cabinet that had a big door. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And he was always getting in there. I was afraid somebody'd shut the door on him, and so when I'd miss him, I'd go and open that door and pull him out of there.
Boy, everybody was in that
I
cabinet.
know it. Exactly.
Now, don't
We all
worry,
need therapy.
I took good care of Rusty and Jeff.
Yeah, you did. You drove me crazy.
He used to antagonize them all
I
the
know.
time.
He's
Tease
lucky
him.
I didn't
I
shove
remember
him.
that
Oh.
too. They'd be doing real good, and he'd come along and tease.
Stir the pot.
Jim never teased anybody.
Yeah.
Remember I tied up Rusty in the basement in Ohio?
Yeah.
What? I tied him up. He's bragging how he can untie. If I tied him up, he can get out of it. And I tied him up with his arms out like this. He couldn't go this way. He couldn't go this way.
Yeah, he had the rope on one end tied to one hand, on the other end to another, and around a pole. So if he'd pull on his left hand, it would pull on his right. You know what I mean? So me and Jim, we turned off all the lights and went upstairs. And
You guys are mean.
I was there.
and after a while, Russell's going, "Hey, hey, come let me out, man."
He's not here.
These kids did all kinds of stuff, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they sure did.
All kinds of stuff.
That was back
Remember
when
we
you
used
had to entertain yourself because we didn't have all these Nintendos.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Computers.
all these
Well, my
games.
kids all played outside all the time, and so did us kids when we were growing up. We played
So did my
outside.
kids. They played outside.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well,
Now,
when
now
you
the
was
kids
little,
are
I
playing
did it
outside.
all
You
the
weren't
time.
in their
No air
bed.
conditioner.
No air conditioning. That's
I
right.
remember when Rusty started the ignition in the wall socket with the key.
What?
Remember that?
What?
You don't remember that?
He stuck a key in the
You
wall
put a key or
socket.
something inside the electrical socket?
No, where was that?
You don't, you don't
He'd
No,
do
remember that?
really, I don't. Where was it
It
at?
was in Indiana. He was just a little guy.
No, I don't.
And he got zapped.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's still
He
living.
used to climb that fence on Long Way Drive when he was just a little kid.
Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday too. How we couldn't keep him in rubber pants.
You had to wear rubber.
Rip
you wore
those rubber pants
with
every-
the
I mean,
diaper
almost
for
daily,
kids
sometimes 2 a
back
day.
then, and he would tear them up every day, climbing over a chain link fence. 2 or 3
You
years
couldn't
old,
keep him corralled.
he was gone.
Hey, I remember the time, it was around Christmas, like in 1982, me and Russell went out into the woods, and we were out there all
in
day.
Florida?
No, in Ohio,
Ohio.
Columbus.
Ohio.
Back in like 1982,
Yeah, we
83.
went 60 Mayfair Court.
And I remember my feet were cold, but Russell was like really in bad shape because he stepped in a bunch of water, and so
Oh,
he
I
decided
remember
to take his shoes off.
And he was
And so,
barefooted.
yeah, I mean, it's like, 0 outside with snow and ice on the
I
ground.
remember that. They
and-
come
and
back
him
in,
and me-
they were almost stiff.
And yeah, Russell's walking barefoot.
Pat, remember that pond? Remember when we went all out to that pond and decided that, what the heck, let's go swimming in that pond. And
The
it
nasty
was
pond?
stunk,
Yeah.
and it was disgusting and slime and
Is that when you got in trouble by Paul?
yeah, we all got in that pond
Yeah, that's when they
in
got
our
trouble.
clothes.
sewer was.
In our clothes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And we came back and stunk so bad, and
There were probably snakes in there.
Yeah,
It was
and-
dangerous.
Tin cans.
it was
Did
yeah,
Paul
we got
give you
the
a hard
lecture
time?
of our lives.
Yeah, but the
Well-
more dangerous, the better for Russell.
Well,
What
see,
about when you lived in Mississippi and you guys jumped and you took Jeff
Jumped
with
off the
you
bridge.
and you guys jumped off
Off
a
those
bridge into
big,
the
high
Mississippi
bridges.
River
With the alligators and the water guards.
and the snakes
Can you believe that?
in Mississippi in the river.
well, how about the time when Russell went home in Mississippi, and no one was home except for Kathleen, and Kathleen didn't expect
we
anybody.
just
She was
talked about
afraid.
this.
And Russell ran upstairs, and Kathleen locked herself in the bathroom because she thought some stranger was in the house. And he started sliding a knife underneath the door, And what Kathleen went off onto the
Scared
roof
her to
and
death.
jumped off the roof of the house, right?
Oh,
She was thinking about
That's
it.
what I
Oh,
was
you were
going
thinking about it.
to.
You were going to.
That was my escape
Oh, Rusty
plan.
did that?
Yeah. Kathleen thought there was a murderer, a
That
madman in
was
the
almost an hour-long ordeal.
That was
When
terrible.
I was in the bathroom, he put my dad's black Air Force boots on, and all I could see under the door was these big boots. And he came up the stairs real slow, and he went through and slammed every closet door in the upstairs, and then he'd stand by the door and just breathe real heavy. And I'm in there getting my curling iron hot so I can protect myself, because I thought for
That's
sure I was
terrible.
gonna die.
It is terrible.
Oh my gosh.
And then all of a sudden, here comes this big butcher knife under the door. That's when I just went, "Ah!" and I just fell apart. I mean, completely just fell apart.
And then he said,
He goes,
Kathy's just me.
"Kathy, it's just me, it's just me."
Did you feel like killing him?
I went in my room and cried the rest of the day.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
So you were scarred.
I was scarred for life by that.
Well, I guess I finally rubbed off on Rusty now.
Yeah, you did.
And then what about when we lived in Fort Walton Beach and the kids were told not to jump off the bridge over the Okaloosa Island Bridge? And one day I'm driving by in my car on the way home from
Yeah.
work, and there I think Pat was visiting at the
Pat
time.
was
Yeah.
Yes.
And there they were all jumping off the bridge.
Explain to Andrea how big this bridge is you're talking
Oh my
about.
gosh, it's a really high bridge.
It's one of those bridges that goes like this.
Yeah.
You almost faint on the way down because
It's
it's
so
so
hot.
far down to the
You could have
water
been killed.
that you're just falling so fast that
But Rusty takes Pat out there with him, and they're out there jumping off this bridge.
That was the one in town,
We
right?
all said, "Hey, look, it's
Yeah.
your mom."
Yeah.
Not the one that went out to the
That was
beach.
Yeah, hey look, there went your mom.
Okaloosa Island.
And you guys won't go down that water slide.
But the one that gets me is the one in Mississippi. They went out in the country and lived in Biloxi.
That's where everybody
Some
went.
bridge in Mississippi and jumped into some river, and you know it's full of
The Yazoo
it's
River.
full of everything.
It sure is.
Well, we went water skiing
Poisonous
out in there.
snakes?
I know, and we'd go water skiing out there, and you could see the alligators sunning over on the.
Oh, you kids are something else, let me tell you.
No wonder they grew up.
I wonder if her dinner's ready.
Yeah, why don't you check that out? And then what about
Ow!
when Pat and Rusty lied and got you in trouble?
Yeah.
Yes,
Remember
Kathy
that?
did it.
Kathy did it. Kathy.
Yeah, well, Jeff put a piece of gum in Jeff's
was-
hair. He just set it down there, and you
No,
were in
wait
the
a
boat
minute.
with us. 'Cause
No.
it was Jeff. Yeah, it was Jeff and Rich.
Rusty and Pat.
Yeah, and Kathy, Kathleen, but at the time Kathy. Yeah.
But I wasn't. No,
Yeah,
I wasn't on the boat. I wasn't even with them.
No, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wasn't on the boat.
you were there because what happened was Russell reached over to take the gum out of Jeff's hair, and Jeff said, "No, I'll do it." And he put his hand in his hair like this, trying to get it out. And then
That's the way
Rusty
it
said,
takes peanut butter to
said,
get it out.
"It's Kathy's fault," and she said, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault." Yeah, you were with us, weren't you? I could have swore you were with us in the boat. You were with us, right?
Why, you think you wouldn't have blamed it on her if she hadn't been with you?
I don't know. It seems
Maybe
to me.
still.
I remember you getting upset and crying.
Oh yeah, I cried all afternoon because you guys kept telling them that I did it. That it was my fault.
And it was 2 against 1, so
And
we kind of didn't
they
have a
didn't
choice.
believe me.
Well, I tended to believe you, but it was like I had 2 against 1, so it was like,
But they were so downright serious.
I know.
Russell
No,
puts
she did
gum
it.
in
She
Jeff's hair
really
and
did
blame
it.
it on her.
And I can remember thinking, how can they lie so well?
You guys were bad.
I remember a lot of things they did too,
Like what?
like everything.
Like Pat and Rusty used to go playing on the railroad tracks.
Yeah, we used to try to derail a train, you know that?
I won't hurt.
Yeah, when we were like 5 years old, we used to go and put blocks and bricks, and of course it didn't have any effect whatsoever, but in our mind we were wanting to derail a train.
We used to do.
Yeah.
Where is she?
She's right back here.
Did you want to get Roxy?
No, I want to get Kathleen for a minute.
Okay.
Well, take me, here I am.
Is it time for your food?
I don't want you that much.
Is it time for your dinner?
I'm gonna give her a shot. I mean, get her weight.
Oh, okay. Well, we gotta go anyway. So you want to transfer her to that chair?
Yes.
Well, we don't want her to miss her lunch either.
Yeah.
I remember Rusty getting me in trouble with the cops in Indiana.
Okay.
What? Fishing?
Yeah, fishing at the dam. That was my fault.
But you said,
Says
"Hey,
danger.
you idiot, don't go
It
up there
says
and
danger, high voltage, and he's climbing on the electrical plant. The
Fishing?
cops come up and give me a ticket for it.
I thought it was for fishing without a license.
No, it was, but he caught the ranger's attention being on high voltage power plant.
Otherwise they wouldn't notice you guys, right? But they
Well, I was
noticed
gonna
Russell
run.
climbing the electrical
I was gonna
plant.
run, but Dick Scott was lost over in the woods. I had to wait for him, so I got busted.
We still go fishing.
I was gonna
Go fishing up there next week.
I was gonna clobber that guy and take off.
Yeah. Everybody got their cameras.
We gotta go.
Well, it's been real. Grandma's in her social situation. I'm gonna stand here and film everybody walking by.
You know, Alex, after getting letters like these for almost 20 years, I understand why more and more Americans choose Colonial Penn Life. It's a great company. And now it has a new name, Conseco Direct Life. But it still provides the same quality life insurance for as little as $6.95
Where are you guys
a
gonna
month.
go to lunch
The
at?
kind people write letters about, like this one.
Do you know?
Dear Alex,
I don't know, you want to go get
No,
something to eat, or
I want to go to the mall.
you're gonna go to the mall? What are you gonna do at the mall? Shop?
I want to get something for Meg for her birthday.
Playtime. We have a new toy called Squeeze Breeze.
I get a regular, so I take something I can trust. Correctol. Now even more women trust Correctol to work gently overnight.
Like clockwork.
The Psychic Experience invited people to try a live psychic reading, and here's what they said.
Knew the exact initials of my father, my sister, and my boyfriend.
Look how I do in her ear.
Amazing.
Well, I dragged me out of here, but I gotta admit, I was amazed.
Really?
He wants to buy. It doesn't hear.
Sprays water.
It was awesome. So it's like you said, you're going through a divorce and you have a 6-year-old son. When she said that, it gave me an insult. There's no way she could have known that my grandmother raised me. Believe me, this is real.
The psychic knew that she was my name. Now, come on, there's no way she could have known that. Our psychic knew we just moved in together. Her mom doesn't even know.
So now, my psychic could have
Little shower.
less than 10 minutes. Oh, it's real. Just ask any one of these people. They know.
You love it as much as these people did. Call the Psychic Experience now for your own free psychic reading.
Call 800-560.
She knows how to do that.
For television, there was radio.
Greta?
Now, the alien voices are live on the Sci-Fi Channel. Sit down.
Hey.
Join the cast of Star Trek favorites as they update the prehistoric tale with a modern age. There will be a great character kicking around. Alien Voices of the Lost World, Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Hey. Don't make that word.
Well, if you do, you'll be disappointed to know they were actually white chocolate poured into hollowed out cat toys. Even us method actors have to do this. Now, back to the
Let her touch it.
Yeah, she's running around crazy. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
See they can.
I guess playtime's over, yeah?
Yeah, it's over because you break my spirit.
I didn't break it. It's her
Oh,
fault.
that's-
Her fault. Yeah, that works real well. Get her, destroyer. Get her, destroyer.
Here, destroyer, here. 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 Give me your feet.